This video covers the arpeggio for the chord of G minor. G minor chord is one chord in the key of G minor. Key of G minor is two flats. It's the relative minor to B flat major. So as you're doing the stuff for the key of two flats, include this in it. This is G flat, or G minor, excuse me. That's somewhere in there, I don't know where it is. The notes are G, B flat, and D. And the fingering is, well, here, and then it's 4 here and 2 here. So that's fingering in the hands. And it's the same pattern we've done with all the others. You do a tremolo exercise, 1 note per beat, up and down 1 octave. This helps to drill it into the feeling of the spacing of how it physically feels to play this arpeggio. And go slow on this, accent and drop the raise. All up and down, I don't want to repeat the whole thing. And then do the arpeggio. Here. Close enough. You just want to get the feeling of playing this, and you can play it anywhere you want. I can play it with 2 octaves apart if I want to give me room. That's up to you, it doesn't matter on this one. Now for the intermediate level, you do everything in the beginner level, then we go 2 notes per beat and 2 octaves. So in the tremolo exercise, you're starting out with 1 note per beat, and you can start down here. Probably would be better to start down here. And it's here. 1 note per beat, and then 2 notes per beat, 2 octaves. Yes, because the thumbs are playing white keys, then I can also use the little fingers as the starting finger or turnaround finger. That's fine. Now go ahead and then do the irregular arpeggio, 1 and 2 octaves. It's here. Accent every note and every other note. Close enough. Just keep it slow. Now for the advanced level, you do everything in the beginner and intermediate level, and if you've been doing the tremolos like you're supposed to, you don't really need to do the tremolos on these, because you should already have this arpeggio under your fingers by now. We're just going to go 3 and 4 octaves at 3 and 4 notes per beat, plus the contrary and parallel motion stuff. But you need to start an octave and a half below middle C. You're starting down here. It's a little low, but that's where it is. It's not my fault, it's just the way it is. Just remember, when you're playing at the extremes of the keyboard, don't lean. That throws you off balance, it messes things up. You simply twist and reach as best you can, depending on how big you are, but do the best you can here. So I'm trying to stay upright, I'm just reaching. 2 notes per beat. 3 notes. 4 notes. And then the contrary and parallel motion and the whole bit. Then do the inversions. First inversion, you're going to start here. Just staying down here in this position. When you turn around, make sure it's the 4th finger. Don't get lazy and use 2nd on that. 4th finger on that. And then 2nd version. Again, so keep the fingering the same, so we're starting here. You think, well, why why the inversions? Because they feel the same going up and down, and the reason is because when you start doing contrary motion, they do not feel the same. You have to be able to play it fairly well in order to do the contrary motion, because your hands are going nuts. It's very important that you do the contrary motion.